my name is Chelsea Harms, and this is my video about the achievement gap. What is the achievement gap, you ask? Well, the achievement gap refers to the inconsistency of success rates between different groups of students. Usually these groups consist of gender, race, or economics. One problem that contributes to the achievement gap is the lack of support from parents. Parents might be working too much and are unfortunately not able to spend as much time at home to encourage education or help their child with homework. The second problem that can contribute to the achievement gap is the lack of materials or resources that a school provides. Without the right amount of materials a school gives to a student, the student's not going to be very successful. One other problem that can contribute to the achievement gap is students not being held to the high goals or standards that they need to be. Sometimes schools or teachers will lower these standards thinking they're helping their student when really it's doing them a disservice. Right now I'm an intern at Willis Junior High School, which is the only Title I school in all of the Chandler District. So I've had some personal experience with the achievement gap. These students unfortunately don't have the drive for education because their parents aren't really encouraging them, so they're having that lack of support, which is why it's contributing to the achievement gap. The solution I have to try and fix this achievement gap would be to implement the STAR project and making class sizes a lot smaller, as well as having a co-teacher or a teacher aide in every classroom to help with the main teacher teaching the students. I think it'd be extremely beneficial for the main teacher because it would take the stress off of them, as well as beneficial for the students because there would be less students in the class for distraction purposes, as well as having two teachers to ask all their questions to, making the learning process a lot better. The resources that would be needed would be to create more room to have these classes in order to make the class sizes smaller, as well as more teachers to fill these classes and be the co-teachers or teacher aide for these classrooms. The obstacles that I see with this would be the money issue, which is always an issue in the education system. But I think if this idea is presented the correct way and enough support is behind it, I think it can actually be really successful. The outcome that I'm hoping with this solution would be to have a more unified community and eventually have a more unified nation over the education system. I think it's extremely possible for us to all come together and do this for these students. The reason why this is so important to my community is because we are raising future citizens of society, and we want to have positive citizens in our society, as well as having students have a better work ethic and more education. We want all of those things for our future generations. So I think if we can start that off in the school, it's going to help them have a much better life throughout. So that is my video about the achievement gap. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.